similar question to what you just asked, but this felt like the first complete game you guys have had on the road. Just talk about the performance on both sides of the ball.
Well, I think number one, if a dominant defensive performance, right, and holding a college football team to 3 points is really hard to do. I don't care who you're playing, where it is, what the weather's like. That is extremely difficult to do. I thought, some really good moments in the kicking game. I thought the punt return at the end of the second half was huge, or second quarter was huge. And then some good individual performances on offense. Some key third down conversions early on in the game that let us stay ahead of the sticks and move drives. We turned it over there a couple times, but we were ahead of the game, the entire game, and just felt like that. We kind of foot off the gas there a little bit in the second half, but we were in control of the game and kind of just want to make sure we finished it.
This is one of the better defensive lines statistically by enemies in the country. I think they're 13th in the team sacks or something like that nationally. So, they were getting that pressure early and maybe, forcing those couple of turnovers in the beginning, but you guys really adjusted to gain back control of the line of scrimmage. Just what adjustments did you guys make to either make the run game more effective on to limit their pressure, or just what adjustment did you make to limit their presence?
Well, other than us, consistently, Miami's the best team on defense in our league, besides us. That's just what it is. And they're really good at their run fits. They stack the line of scrimmage. They make it really hard for you to run the football. And they pressure you. And when they pressure you, their second-level defenders are big body guys. So they're hard to block when they get on edges. So they make you earn everything that you get. Chuck's done a good job creating a good culture over there from that standpoint of it. And, like I said, they're good. They're hard to move the ball on. Nobody scores 30 points on these guys. So, and it hasn't, like last year maybe it was the first one, and when we did it was maybe the first one in like 2 years or something like that. So credit to them. They're a good defensive team, but, proud of our guys from the fight today.
And lastly for me, 16 years you guys have been full eligible or eligible for postseason play. Just with the ups and downs that this season has brought, just what does it mean to you to not only get keep this streak alive, but do it on the road and on your birthday nonetheless, right?
Season's not over. Lots to still play for. You want to put yourself in position to play meaningful games in November every year. We're doing that again. From, like you said, I think, what did you say, 15 years or 16? 16. So 16 straight years we've been playing meaningful games in November at Toledo. It's really hard to do, and it's not replicated, very often. So proud of our team for that standpoint of it, but a lot of work to go, to go do, and a lot of meat on the bone here for this football team.
Going back to the end of the first half, how important was it to get that momentum shift, to get a 14-point lead as opposed to a 7-point lead going for it?
Yeah, I think that, I think the clock was under 50 seconds or so. We got a sack and got the ball stopped in play. We were able to call a timeout right there and able to get a punt return that got us sparked, and then right after the first play there to score a touchdown. So especially knowing that you got the first possession of the third quarter. So, you got that one, you got a touchdown on the first drive of the third quarter. That's a big momentum swing in that, last, they call it the middle eight in football, like the last 4 minutes of the second quarter, first and the third quarter. That's a big deal to steal, points if you can do it, and we're able to do it.
You're an offensive guy. Do you marvel at what Coach Karras has done defensively this season, the last 2 games?
Those guys put together a consistent plan each and every week over there on that side of the football, and their players go execute at a high level. And when that happens consistently, there's a belief system there that, kind of takes over. So we've had enough examples here of great players that have come here and played defense for us the last few years and have gone on to be very successful after playing at Toledo. I think our guys believe that when they get to school here that they can follow that same path. But it's a consistent process that, that Coach Karras, Coach Watson, Coach Eliano, Coach Lewis, and, all the GAs and all the support people around them, they collectively each and every week come out and continue to do it. So hats off to them, and, we're riding the wave of them playing great defensive football here.
And then going back to the first quarter, what was your message to Tucker after throwing those 2 interceptions?
Well, A, turnovers happen in football. B, I'd like him to throw in the first one a foot farther. And C, the second one wasn't really, could you put a better ball on him? Yeah, but tip ball and it happens, right? It is what it is. So you can't play the next, 45 minutes of the game just running the football every play. We're going to need you to make some plays. So, fix your face, get right, go play ball. And he did.
You guys have turned over the ball a lot on the road. How did you overcome those couple of interceptions early mentally?
Yeah, I mean, I think both of them were on the first two drives of the game there. So still, I mean, you got to think of you got to have the mindset of still plenty of football left. You never want to turn the ball over, but defense did a good job picking us up when we did. So it was still a 0-0 game after those two turnovers. So yeah, you don't want to turn the ball over, but shout out to the defense for picking us up when we did.
Had that late touchdown in the first half really set the tone for the rest of the game.
Yeah, I mean, that's huge. You get a big punt return by Bryson Hammer there. And then we score the next play. I mean, you go up 14-0, and then you get the ball back to start the second half, and we walk down and we score there, go up 21-0. It's a totally different ball game.
Yeah, and you and Coach Candle both talked about what it takes to win on the road, staying ahead of the stakes, and limiting your turnovers. How did you guys really make sure to do that today? What worked so well that you were able to stay ahead of the sticks for a lot of the game?
Yeah, I thought we did a good job with the ball in our hand, kind of moving the ball there. I mean, it wasn't pretty at times, but I think we just, stayed the course through the whole game. Made the third down conversions when we needed to, and then, like I said, your defense, if they can pick you up like that after turnovers, that's huge.
6th win of the season, so you guys are now bowl eligible. But I know that getting that 6th win is just kind of part of the process. But at the same time, do you celebrate getting that 6th win and getting that 13th game, 14th game?
Well, I mean, I think in college football you should celebrate every win. So I mean, this is no different than if it was win number one, celebration-wise. But yeah, it's cool. You get to go to a bowl game. Bowls they're awesome experiences. You get to go someplace in the world that you may never go. So yeah.
You had those 2 interceptions in the first quarter. Do you have to adopt the mindset of a goldfish and just forget about those things? I mean, the first one you were trying to do the right thing. The second one was a tip.
Yeah, like you said, the mind of a goldfish. You're going to get the ball back on the next drive, and we're probably going to throw the ball again on the next drive. So you can't let those past drives kind of eat away at you. You got to kind of wipe them for your memory and just go forward from there.
Does it feel good to get this road monkey off your back?
Absolutely, it does. I wish we could have done it sooner. But it's good that we did it.
Defense, once again, holding it apart just 3 points. What is the key to this defensive mentality you guys have adopted this year?
Just being 11 as one, being a unit, over communicating, knowing what's happening before it happens, watch a lot of film together, and we just go over the game plan together and just try to execute at a high level every single week.
How big a momentum shift was that interception for you late in the first half?
I feel like it was a good momentum shift because it was in a low red. They was about to score, it looked like, and then it was just a good play by Avery Smith by tipping the ball, and I was just there at the right moment at the right time and got the interception.